Hi there.
Hey,
Welcome
hey.
to Mockflix, your
Welcome.
one-stop shop for people mocking films on Netflix Instant via Hitbox or YouTube.
That is true. This is very accurate.
I'm Michael Nearstead. Joined with me is Kevin Hotown.
If someone's watching this for the first time, they're probably like, these guys are the most boring. The way you're talking
Yeah.
is like horribly boring. Okay, so what's new?
Not too much. It's been my dad came in and visited, which is always fun.
Yeah,
Met the baby first time, so Olivia
that's
did
cool.
well. Uh, Yesterday Alex was in town, so I had to help him move shit, which is always great.
Oh yeah,
And
Ryan said he had to help with that too, huh?
yeah, and storage units are stupid.
Yeah,
Storage,
they suck.
yeah,
They
they're
suck.
dumb. They're set up in dumb ways. So we had to like put shit in front of their automatic door, or it would auto lock. It was really dumb. It was
Did
really
you
stupid.
did you bid on anything?
No, I didn't. And I said, actually, I feel like I should have a hat on that says "Yep," but I did not have. I did not have my "Yep" hat.
That's
Uh,
unfortunate.
but I did value some of Alex's stuff, and his couch is worth $30,000. So I,
What?
yeah, well, like Storage Wars, I looked at the couch, I made an
Oh,
assessment. I'm like, this
I
is worth
see.
at least $30,000, and it went cha-ching, and I made $30,000 instantly.
Oh, okay, that's cool then.
Yeah, I remember seeing a VHS tape player on there once. I've only seen maybe 2 or 3 episodes of Storage Wars, but that Yep guy goes, "Oh, VCR," and the thing was in terrible shape. It was like a VCR player. He's like, "This is worth $25," and it's like, ching. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. No one's gonna buy that. That's worth
That's
negative money.
that's what I actually talked to my friend about that, who was talking about comic books and stuff like that, and I'm like, he's like, but I have these books that are worth like $100 each, and I'm like, they're only worth $100 if you can get someone to pay
Yes,
for them.
exactly.
No one's gonna buy them, so it's not worth that. It might have that inherent value to a collector, but no collector actually wants it, so you're not gonna get $100 for it.
Yeah, I don't watch Pawn Stars anymore, but I used to watch it back in the day. It was always funny when people would bring in stuff like collectible toys and comics, like, but it's worth $300. Like, yeah, but I gotta sell it, so I'm gonna give you $100.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
fuck you. That's how trade-ins work. So yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
so this week we're watching a classic sports film. And no, it's not The Longest Yard starring Adam Sandler. It's Rudy,
Well, you
actually.
could just say The Longest Yard, starring Burt Reynolds, because then either way you'd be
Yeah,
right.
either way, I'm correct. But
Yeah.
if I said Nelly, I would be correct either way too. Somehow.
Yeah. There you
Uh,
go.
but there's the classic, iconic cover for Rudy, him being held up. It literally tells you the end of the movie with the cover. So it's like, why am I even watching this movie?
Well, if you
Uh,
didn't tell them that that was the end of the movie, then they wouldn't know that. But you
oh,
just did. So now you spoiled it
come
in your
on.
description.
Come
I'm just,
on.
I'm just fucking
Yeah,
with you.
that's horse shit. That thing is the most obvious end shot. But I think this movie always was like that. I remember when this movie came out,
Oh,
which
the
was
trailer told you everything.
yeah. It said
The
like
trailer, yeah.
they were basically like he played one play. It's like, okay, well, I don't need to see this movie now. But really, the
I
movie
think
isn't really about
Rudy
the
is
ending.
more of a journey than a destination movie,
Yes,
though.
it
It's not
is.
really about what happens at the end at all.
Yeah. So, when's the last time you've seen this movie, Kevin?
It's been a while, but it hasn't been that long. I actually watched it I've watched it in Phoenix, so maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I would say.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So fairly
it's
recent then.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It is. It's not a bad movie.
So
It's a little bit overly revered, I would say.
yeah,
There's a lot of I mean, I think it just came out at the perfect time, honestly. It's just an
it did.
iconic movie for its time. It came out when it should have, and it did really well. And Sean Astin is honestly really great in it, so there's
Yeah, which
that.
is saying a lot. That is saying a whole lot because he's not great in most things. But You're totally right, though. I didn't think about that. This movie came out, in 1993, and like there were no movies like this in 1993. There was,
No,
I
no.
feel like there were a couple that were sort of like it, like Dead Poets Society. These like kind of inspirational, kind of schmaltzy movies
Yeah.
that are fairly well made. There's another one I'm trying to think of too. I can't think of right now, but there's one
Well,
kind of
this
like those ones.
this film really kick-started the craze of like sports films that weren't really about the sport.
Yeah,
Like Rudy is not about football. It's not. It's not. It's not about football. It's about him playing football, but not really at all. Like, and a lot of these films came out after that are about someone. And really, it wasn't just sports films, but it kind of brought movies like Flashdance and stuff into this new generation of film
yeah,
making.
yeah.
Where it was a lot more modern, a little bit smarter sensibilities, not so much stupid silliness to it. Like it's a lot more serious, but it's not serious in a bad way. I maintain this is a pretty good movie. It's worth watching. I don't know how funny this episode will be because the movie's not really that stupid or funny,
Yeah.
but it'll be fun to watch, I think.
Yeah, and I picked it mainly because I feel like in the height of football season and with all the wonderful things going on with the NFL right now, I figured let's watch a football movie. Because you
Yeah,
certainly don't
football
want to
is-
watch fucking college football because that's awful. So
Yeah, it
whatever.
is.
Man,
It is.
it's really bad this year.
Football may be probably the most popular American sport,
Easily. Yeah.
but it is certainly not in a good light right now. People are not too happy with the organization, which they shouldn't be. It's terrible, but yeah,
Let's go and harken back to an organization that's completely clean and has not had any issues with sexual assault or domestic violence, Notre Dame. So let's do
bowling,
that.
professional bowling.
Yeah, professional. I'm sure there's been a lot of domestic violence in professional bowling. I would venture to say it would be quite high.
Yeah, well, Norm Duke threw his wife in a stone pit. I made that
Okay.
up. No, Norm Duke's never been to a quarry, I don't think. I'm just making up things. Don't hate Norm Duke based on my made up jokes about his domestic violence tendencies. It's not true.
Watch, he's watching this right now, and he's gonna get so upset. He's gonna actually do
That
it.
Norm Duke watches mock. Doesn't really have a lot going on now.
Yeah. So, anyways, this movie is very revered. 7.5 on IMDb, which is extremely high.
Yeah, it's good.
84% on Rotten Tomatoes. A good review is Stephen Holden from the New York Times, who I don't even think he reviews for them anymore. I can't remember. It's A.O. Scott now. For all its patness, the movie also has gritty realism that is not found in many higher-priced versions of the same thing. And the happy ending is not the typical Hollywood leap into fantasy. That's a fair assessment.
I would agree with all of that. Yeah, it's
But
true.
I'm going to read two reviews from Netflix. One very good review and one very bad review. So,
Okay.
so
All right.
this one, I've toyed with renting this film for a long time. I wish I had sooner. The film is intelligent, emotional, and inspirational. Forget what some of the other doofuses have to say. This film proves that there is always, all caps, hope. Follow your dreams. Oh, and yes, you can wipe your tears on your shirt sleeve. 5 stars. I don't know why people cry during this movie, but sure.
I think it's. I mean, it's inspirational. I get. I mean,
But
it
the
is.
stakes aren't like that's
There's
the
no
thing.
stake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the stakes are kind of minor. But here's
Like,
the
Yeah.
better
let's
one.
Keep going.
So this is the bad review. 5 stars for the story, 1 star for using God and Jesus as a swear multiple times.
Oh my God.
1
me
star.
I just got 1 star for that. I just got 1 star
Yeah,
by
so-
reacting poorly.
So they are going to use the Lord's name in vain in this PG-13 movie. Is it even PG-13?
In a movie about fucking Boston.
Well, not Boston. South Bend, Indiana. but it's a Catholic school.
No. Oh, I thought Notre Dame was near Boston.
No. Yeah,
That
it's
shows how
in.
much I know about colleges, which is zero.
Well, who gives a shit about Notre
I
Dame?
feel
It's an
stupid
overrated
now.
school. Fuck Notre Dame.
Either way, Hoosiers
Both in
too.
sports and education, super overrated school. But let's not even go into that because I'm sure I'll make someone angry by saying that. So
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, whatever. Let's hear this review. I want to hear this.
All right, so those are the reviews. That's it. That was the whole one.
Oh,
Star
that's all he
review.
said?
Yeah, that's his only
That was
downside.
it?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So
I gotta say, the the you're right about the stakes being very low in this movie. The thing that I find funny, and I won't go into detail, but the reason I say this movie is a journey and not a destination film is because the stuff he does to build up to the ending is like 100 times more important than what happens to him. Like it doesn't matter at all. But it's funny too because it is the most remembered thing this guy did, and it still is. Like the real guy, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of depressing.
Yeah, it totally is. But also, this guy, really the most important thing this guy did was be the basis for this movie. It's pretty much even more depressing because no one would really remember if they didn't make this film.
Yeah, so this movie actually didn't make a ton of money in theaters. It made $22 million, which was probably a profit. It probably like just broke even or lost a little money, but man, it was a huge hit in rental and like
It took off on video, yes.
yeah, like
Big,
some
big,
other
big
classic
success.
films. Yeah, I wish that still happened. It doesn't really happen anymore, but that was definitely something that would happen in the '90s, where a movie like would be super successful in video.
People don't buy movies on DVD and Blu-ray that much anymore. I mean, most of them just watch them digitally using Prime or whatever, or Netflix if they get it. But you know, like people don't really go to the fucking FYE and buy Blu-rays anymore.
Yeah, like
with good reason. Those stores are some of the worst stores on earth. So,
dude, I drove by an FYE that had just opened. It was a grand
Whoa.
opening. Yeah, right?
That
like,
might be the one in the country, maybe?
It's like, I'm feeling good about this location. Let's open a new one. It's like,
I had
what
never
the
heard
fuck?
of those stores opening in
yeah.
5 years. I've only seen them all close.
It was astonishing. But, Prang, I do agree with you. The at-home cult classic is kind of dead. It's not.
It is. What about Sam Goody? Are they still around? Or they go out of business?
No, I have not seen Sam Goody in a long ass time.
Me either.
They're even worse than FYE.
Yeah.
They're fucking terrible. And they had their stupid loyalty program.
We had a mall with, you remember the mall near where we grew up, where we both worked in that mall at one point together. That's how we met. And they had both a Sam Goody and an FYE. And it was the saddest thing, because you'd go to both, and there would be people in them, and everyone looked sad. The people shopping looked sad because the prices were terribly high.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the employees looked sad because they knew that place was just failing. They were just making no money.
I got to live through the height of the music industry, which I would say was in the mid to late 90s, where they were making the most fucking money imaginable. And as a fan of music, I'd have to go to the stores and pay like upwards of $20 for a CD. And I would be like, man, what the fuck? Like, even then, I was like, man, this is so much money. I know these CDs don't cost a lot to make. And then I got to see all those shitty, cocky-ass stores and all that shit go right down the toilet bowl, and it was pretty awesome, actually. I enjoyed it.
It's a little bit vindicating, I would say, yeah, because I think a lot of these things that we would complain about back then ended up destroying the industries that we were complaining about. So, yeah, that is true. I remember that.
So let's get started. Do you want to give them the rules, the game, how this works?
Yeah, let's talk about the rules of football. I mean, mock flip.
Yeah. So every year they change them, and it makes it more impossible to play defense. So that's football. There you go.
True. That's because scoring is more exciting, man.
Yeah, yes.
That literally is the reason. Anyway, Here on Mockflix, we talk over movies. Today we're going to be watching Rudy. It's a classic film, but if you feel as if you don't want to have people talking over the plot, then you should probably not be watching it with us. If you do want to watch us, go ahead and put on your Netflix subtitles. That way you'll be able to tell what's going on, even if we're talking over the dialogue. And make sure to sync up your movie with Michael when he counts it down. But if you happen to lose your place, you can always use the Netflix timer there at the bottom on your Netflix player to sync up with the timer that's on the stream here. So that's about it. Hope you're all ready to watch Rudy. Good movie, should be fun.
Yeah,
And
so
whenever you're ready.
Professor Gaskin, over-under on how many paternal jokes we'll make in the next 2 hours. Paterno did not coach for Notre Dame, so I don't think I'll be making many of them. But we will see.
We can just try. Let's try.
Yeah, so on 3, 2, 1, on go, we will start. So are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, let's get started. So 3, 2, 1, go. We will get going. So 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry. I messed up. Let me do this count over again.
Oh, okay, let's wait 5 seconds because everyone already just hit go and now they're turning back.
Oh, that's a good point, right? They have to kind of jump on it, right?
I had not clicked it yet.
Okay, so
fortunately.
Let's do this now. Sorry about that. My application stalled a little bit. So 3, 2, 1, go. All right, let's do this.
I'm gonna grab a beer real quick before we start here.
Well, you're gonna miss this sweet opening for TriStar.
Oh no! There's a unicorn!
Unicorn!
Yeah, I guess it's a Pegasus.
Whatever. Who gives a shit? It's all bullshit anyways. TriStar's bankrupt. Just to let you know, the following is based on a true story.
The following is based on a true story and is semi-accurate.
We need more B-level movies. Not like B movies, but, you know, like right below like the tent poles, you know? We don't have a lot of those get made. This is like right in that wheelhouse. This type of movie.
There is a lot of accuracy in this movie, but there's also a lot of like overly dramatic, obviously like, okay, it wasn't this. So, like, it was not this dramatic. This did not happen like that.
By the way, this was shot in LA. It cost a lot of money to build these sets.
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm joking.
Oh, really? I bet parts of it might have been shot in LA. They probably did, like, second shooting there or something.
Oh, yeah, probably something.
I'm not talking about this shot.
Yeah, that's what I was joking about, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's like,
Yeah, this isn't bad football. That kid flopped.
Yeah, totally.
I love how he's wearing a helmet.
Damn it, Todd.
By the way, centers aren't small. I don't know if they know this.
They're huge. They're gigantic. Let's talk about rule of filmmaking. You need to set the characters setback real early in the movie. But this was like the first line, like right away. They're like, "You're small." That was pathetic.
Also, that guy sucks at being a corner.
Yeah, totally.
Well, it also doesn't help your case when you're wearing a fucking helmet. Take that shit off.
Someone scored a touchdown. The game's over. Run home.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to call him a spaz, but like, the other kid also sucked. Like, it wasn't just him. And he didn't even do anything. I mean, he still got to him. He's just too small.
By the way, that kid totally overthrew that ball, and they cut to show him catching it. It's like that'd be like 5 yards ahead of him.
AKA the Little Giants effect,
Yeah.
where every throw you can see it like unspiral, and then the ball comes in.
Oh. Oh. Let's see if this fixes itself. We'll see.
Frame, and it's just
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you're fixed now.
yeah.
Google Hangouts.
You froze for me.
No issue on my internet, so I don't know what that was about. Just Google.
Hangout sucks. We gotta figure something out for that.
We'll switch to Skype.
Yeah, right.
Everything sucks. All of them suck. Let's just buy
They're all
Citrix.
terrible.
Let's buy Citrix GoToMeeting. I'm gonna be really depressed. Dude, are you really eating in front of the TV like on a fucking ottoman, you slob?
These guys are Hoosiers, so yes.
Yeah. A little heavy-handed. Man, their world is so tiny. It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic.
It's like Lakeshore Drive. Oh.
Have you met a lot of people from the Midwest, though? They're really like that.
I've met people from Elmira. They're like that, too.
They're like that, too. Yeah, that's true.
They got a big house in Willawanna. It's like, okay, great. Like, fucking gotta be kidding me.
Not Palm Springs or anything, just in Willawanna. They made it that far.
That's where the Indian doctor lives. Ooh. It's like, okay, great. Why is there a football game on? Oh, whatever. There's a lot of noise on that footage.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay.
Do they really have a record? Do they really have a record of Rockney fucking blathering?
Yep. Lay down. Go to bed.
Yeah.
You know this kid does this like every day.
Yeah. You.
His parents would like throw him down the stairs. They'd be like, "Shut up! Stop doing that." A long time
later. I like Professor Gasman's comment. Jesus, does anyone in this family know what contraceptives are?
Nope, they're from the Midwest.
Yeah, that's... And they like Notre Dame. That's like 2 strikes. That means they're Catholic.
Well, yeah, they can't use condoms because the Catholics can't use condoms. They can fuck before marriage, apparently, but they can't use a condom.
No, they can only do that if they don't admit that it happened.
Exactly.
It's called the Great Denial. It's like, hell, your kid's 9 months old, but you've only been married for 5 months.
I think the entirety of Catholicism could just be called the Great Denial, really. It's pretty much the entire religion. Yeah, they did in about 5 seconds,
hey,
according
I'm
to this movie.
sophomore. What are you talking about? It's not like they're all seniors.
You've all done a great job, except for you, and you. Go home.
You, Rudy, you're too small.
And Rudy hits the bag, getting a horrible concussion and putting him out of football forever. The end.
Week 40 time.
Main character always goes third.
Yeah. Is that true?
In everything, main
Yeah.
character always goes
I think you
third.
maybe got it right on that.
They needed two establishing things.
He's got hustle.
I'm gonna miss being a maroon head too.
Yeah.
Those helmets are sad, right? But they
They
were
were
sad.
sad, yeah.
It's because I have a horrible concussion.
Gotta point something out. So they had a practice before nothing. Like there was no game.
That was
a
their
funsy.
last football. Was they had a practice? Yeah, that's
Why
pretty
would
great.
you fucking go to that practice ever?
Did not think about that.
It's really stupid.
So you'll be playing another year of football.
Yes.
Nailed it.
I never heard it called bicameral. It's so funny.
No. I mean, I guess you could.
Father dickhole. He's kind of a piece of shit. Like, you shouldn't do that to your student.
Yeah, though I had teachers that did that.
It doesn't accomplish anything. Look at that nun extra. She's winning it, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm making some scale.
They're probably talking like, Jesus fucking Christ, South Bend's a piece of shit. Oh, we are going to get so drunk after shooting tonight. That nun. It's just people.
Yeah, and the other one's like after.
Yeah, I'm like, I already got a flask right here. Like, oh, really? I already went through mine. Give me some of that.
I'm still drunk from 7 a.m.
And the director's like, they truly are getting the feel of South Bend. They're like method actors, man.
This guy would never. This guy. Like in your case, being small, you can fit into things. Now get in this box.
University of Phoenix would never hire this man.
That is one thing about this movie, is everyone in the movie, like for the first half hour, just tells him how much of a loser he is. Like it's completely ludicrous, like off the charts. Everyone, even his parents, like, oh man. I love you, buddy, but you're pathetic.
It was actually true though that like they didn't really have to go to college and they weren't expected to go to college. A lot of people, like, it wasn't disrespected.
No, not back then, especially since the family business was the family business. Like people just did it because their parents did it.
Well, you just wasted time. You should have done that during one of his breaks.
Your face and hands aren't going to burn themselves.
It's a big old bag of Skyline chili. Man, Notre Dame. My favorite dam.
Notre Dame. Fun fact about Rudy, by the way, he was indicted by the SAC in like 2010 or something.
Oh, he was?
Yeah,
That's great. I didn't know that.
for like a stock
Like insider
scheme.
trading bullshit.
Yeah, well, not insider trading, but like some kind of scheme.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Did they lift him up out of the courtroom?
They did.
I would imagine that guy, all he does for a living is give motivational speeches and shit. Like,
He
I was
does.
told
Yeah.
I couldn't. See, I didn't even know that. I just guessed. I just
No, he
figured.
does. Yeah, he still goes places and like signs things and gives speeches and stuff.
Isn't that fucking sad? Like, your accomplishment or your profession is to talk about how you like did something a long ass time ago and you haven't done anything
In
since.
college?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That one's for the trailer.
My wish didn't come true.
P.S. This movie full of trailer lines. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Just listen for them. You'd be like, well, that's a trailer line.
Man, he's doing terrible.
It has the exact same construction as every other house in the neighborhood.
Yeah. It's filled wall to wall with asbestos.
Actually, in this time period,
Yes.
absolutely.
And it would be a selling point. It means it wouldn't burn
Absolutely.
down.
Yeah, people loved asbestos back then.
Yeah. Man, we're going to be seeing a lot of her in the next few weeks.
That is true.
Because we got a gem of a performance to watch her in. So pumped.
She was gorgeous back then, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
What changed in that time between that and The Haunting? Cause
Shit, she's probably 20-something in this movie. No, I think she's not that bad looking either. She's still pretty. Just
that's true, but she looks crazy in it, so that might have something to do with
yeah,
it.
she's kind of acting like total shit in that movie, so it doesn't.
It
That's
doesn't
not
help,
attractive.
yeah. It's true.
I mean, Catherine Zeta-Jones isn't attractive in that movie, so whatever. Like, nothing's attractive. But that...
What about Owen Wilson?
Oh, God,
He
that
looks
movie...
great.
We're not
Let's
watching
not
that
talk,
movie.
We won't talk about it. We're not watching that.
You're, like, trying to not convince me. Notre Dame, Notre Dame. This is actually accurate, though. They talk about this.
Yeah. That is why I yelled that thing about Boston earlier. I always thought it was near Boston because this is how Boston fans act, too, about
Yeah.
anything around Boston. Rudy got guts.
Trying to put some coins in this big mouth Billy Bass over here.
You know who's got guts? This small guy.
Shipless When Idle is so great. So far, this movie feels like a John Mellencamp song. That is the best fucking.
That is this whole fucking movie.
Yeah,
So
it is.
accurate.
Finding the bar. He didn't go far. Until
Rudy
he went
on
to
the
Holy
Scarecrow.
Cross. Father laid the iron pound.
Like paper in fire. What?
I'm trying to drink in peace. He just has a bowl of spaghetti. That's just his prop.
Gotta interrupt me when I'm only halfway shit-faced. Wouldn't you be?
You know, I gotta say that this set even though it's not like totally a set, it's a real place probably. It looks so much better than most of the movies at this time that had these types of sets. Like
Yep.
this actually looks like a real place.
Yep. It does.
Oh,
Whoa, Pete! Was that close enough for you, Professor Gascan?
yeah, it's pretty close.
Goose, no. Yeah, basically.
Surprisingly, he died of cancer. That was weird. Had nothing to do with the fire. His
We
blood
shall
was.
miss you, Pete, and the way you caught fire constantly.
His blood was like 50% nitrate. It probably was because he ate so much sausage.
He actually had done a whiskey bong right before he went to work, and so.
And now we'll be passing around the collection plate.
I'm gonna go to Notre Dame for Pete. Pete never told you that he wanted that, or for you to. I'm gonna do it for Pete.
Professor Gascan. He just makes it about Rudy.
We shall miss you, Pete. Also, I'd like to take this moment to remind everyone that Rudy will never make it to Notre Dame.
Now let me sing something in Latin. Akuta matata.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man.
I'm having a baby. I actually don't remember, but that's what I'm guessing.
Nope. I'm fine with that. Goodbye.
Seems like a weird time to break up with somebody.
A little bit.
Getting on that Greyhound bus. It's a good motto. Discover America. Leave the driving to us. Just loitering.
But then it's straight back to work, and you're going to be in front of the blast furnace.
You're going to take Pete's spot. I know Pete only lasted a few months in that spot because the other guy died too, but...
So now what exactly happened that caused that thing to explode? 'Cause it didn't really explain that at all.
They probably would never explain that in any movie. They'd just be like, pressure, fire.
Yeah, thing
Boom.
caused die. Thing caused die. That's what it is.
This dial did something it wasn't supposed to.
The original name of this movie was actually Friend Explode, and they
tested very poorly.
yeah, it didn't do great.
And the second title they tested that did extremely well was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but that was already made and really had
Well, this was
nothing to
Honey,
do.
I Blew Up the Kids.
No, that didn't test well with anyone. 'Cause that movie sucks. It's total garbage. There's a clip of Andy Samberg on Jimmy Fallon where they're playing this game where they had to try to make the other person guess the movie in 5 seconds or less, and the last one was 1 second, and Andy Samberg's like, it was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and he's just like, Kid and Cheerios. and, and Jimmy Fallon, God, he's like, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? It's like...
That's amazing.
Yeah, just,
Though anyone would get that, because it'd have to be
it was
that.
the best possible thing he could say. I was just like,
Yeah,
wow, that's
great.
incredible. Don't chase dreams.
That is the worst advice I've ever heard in my life. Nothing wrong with being a Rudiger, except you're slow, small, and nobody really likes you very much. So just, other than that, it's great.
I want to be Rudy.
I want to sign autographs for the next 40 years, Dad. Goodbye.
Hope you enjoy your ride on Greyhound. See, this isn't Greyhound because there's not a 400-pound fat man next to him. So that's...
Yeah.
Because whenever I rode Greyhound, that seemed to happen.
For everyone afraid of flying, there's Greyhound.
John Madden would ride it.
Thank you. That's terrible advice.
Do you have some money?
Hold on, I got a priest on speed dial here. He pressed 3 buttons. 3 fucking buttons.
Yeah. It's an automated, it's an IVR. So you put in the first 3 letters, PRI, and it gets replaced.
PRI. He doesn't have a name. His name is just priest.
Well, time to sleep in the park. Ah, this stoop looks like a good place to squat.
Rob Halford opens the door. I'm your turbo lover.
But I'm not a pedophile. It's just like shits all over all the other priests. I may like S&M, but I'm not that kind of person.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, that guy.
I forgot it was him.
He's always okay and stuff.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
You may know me as character actor.
It's in Greyhound because he got there on time.
I'll do whatever it
happens all the
takes.
time.
I'll kill for you, priest.
I only like wheezing the juice. You don't understand.
Ha! That's way dumber.
No, you didn't.
Try at what? I guess college. I guess they're transferring or something. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to go to Notre Dame. I didn't study hard enough to actually realize this goal, but I just wanted to.
And I went, well, I'm not a minority, so I still have a decent shot.
I figured I could work it out based on my lack of skills and intelligence.
This type of irrational thought is exactly what we look for in a Catholic student.
Perfect.
I like this idea, though. I always liked this in this movie. I never have seen it in any real life application where there's like a main school that's really good, and then there's like kind of the understudy school that you could like, if you do really well there, you could move up into the main school. I think it's a good idea. They should do more of that.
Yeah.
Like
Well, most movies ignore the entire concept of transferring credits. It doesn't exist in movies. Like,
Yeah.
if you go to a college, that's your fucking college, and you are stuck there forever. You will never leave until you graduate.
And it's fun. It's just a fun time, and it's always a good investment. And
yeah, totally.
You get lots of pussy. That's
at this time, though. College was actually a good investment.
It was, yeah.
It cost very little, if anything, a lot of the time, and you would actually get a degree worth something. But, you know, nowadays, no. But
and he was kicked out of the school immediately.
Yeah, totally. I figured there was a chain there, but the fence pulled far enough apart that I could squeeze through, so that's like inviting me in, right?
Wow. And here once stood a team that actually won games. It's wonderful.
Finally, you can realize his goal of taking a dump on the 50-yard line.
He goes to the 50-yard line and gets out a shovel, and there's just like a box, a treasure.
And one of it's a golden ticket that says free entry to Notre Dame.
You didn't answer his question.
I can't hear you, kid.
He digs up Jimmy Hoffa's body.
And also get off the field. And of course, this movie has the insulting black character known as the Magical Negro. And it does. It has that character, unfortunately. But it was back in that time when that was still considered to be an acceptable trope. And then again, it wasn't really acceptable when Bagger Vance did it, and they still didn't care. So...
He doesn't care.
Not at all.
What's your ranking on recruits.com or rivals.com? You got a ranking?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's this disgusting, basically slave auctioneer system they have. It's like they're a 4-star, they're a 5-star, and they rank recruits. It's pretty awful.
That sounds it.
Well, you're wasting my time, son. Get the hell out of my place.
And then he exploded horribly. His eyebrows twitching slightly. So why the fuck are you talking to me then? Please get out.
Well, time to go looking at these. Time to go back to looking at these integrated teams and why they're so much better than our team.
Yeah, right. Also, just want to point out that last scene was completely unnecessary.
Yes, it was.
It did not do anything.
It showed his determination. Two watches.
Well done. You talked for an hour and a half straight.
Yeah.
What is this Jewish guy doing at a Catholic school?
I don't think he's supposed to be Jewish in this movie.
I don't want to be. I mean, I don't want to be racist. I'm not trying to be insulting, but he's acting like a Jewish character, right? Is that just me?
A little bit.
This guy says "goddamn" a lot. No wonder that person was so
I was
mad.
about to say something.
That's a 1 out of 5. What? Uh-oh.
Okay, I got this
I wanna-
headset.
I bet he wants a lady.
And I need to know how to talk to girls, so I'm gonna put this headset in, and then you talk into this microphone, and I'll know what to say, and then it turns into a sitcom.
Yep. Yep, movie has this trope too. Just wanted to. It has been a little while since I saw. I forgot how many tropes
Oh,
are
this
like.
movie's trope city, yeah.
It is. But like I said, I think that that's part of the reason that it was so big because a lot of these tropes like they already existed, but this movie did so well that it made them like a staple of the genre, basically. You know.
D-Bob. What is he doing?
These guys that they walk. I'm tired of drills. I don't want to run no more. I'm sick of running.
That is probably what those players would do.
Oh yeah, they'd shove his ass out of the way for sure. Yeah, we need fresh towels.
Need someone to wipe my ass. Haha.
Hey, you're small. Hey, Smalley. He actually told him almost nothing about it at all.
That sounds pleasantly illegal.
Actually, yes, I do need an assistant. That makes no sense. Yep. Fine, I'll let you work for free.
Twisted my arm.
Really? That's way better than for nothing.
Minimum wage.
Minimum wage really does need its own musical cue.
Well,
I think.
they might be giants has a really funny song. It's just called minimum wage, and he just goes minimum wage, yeah, and then there's a whip crack.
Wow, I have never heard that.
It's not a very good song, but it's definitely funny. It's just it's stupid. At Notre Dame, we don't have sex, but we have lots of hand jobs and BJs. That guy's huge.
Yeah. He's built like a truck right there. That man.
Nice shirt.
Wow. Is your name Buffalo Bill? Why, yes, I am Buffalo Bill.
Doing good. You're doing
Yeah,
good.
this girl would be like, absolutely, goodbye. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Actually, TAs get a lot of tail, and I've seen some pretty fucking fugly ass TAs get some action.
Really?
Yeah, like Ithaca College, some TAs that I saw, like you're just like, wow, I do
Why?
not understand.
Why? I don't understand. Why?
It's position of authority.
Huh? I guess.
There is
Kind
something
of.
about that, guys or girls. There's something about it.
It's like a vague authority, though. It's like real
Yeah.
authority.
And they don't even like him because, like, oh, I could get better grade. Nothing like that. They're just like, oh, wow, he's like impressive.
Dame No Tree.
My favorite dame.
What's sciatica? Some kind of beaker or something?
Is that like a metal band?
I'm just gonna start talking about him like he's a complete moron.
I think there should be a metal band named Sciatica.
That does sound like fun.
Oh, he unlocked it so you could squat there.
Ogshire Og.
Is that his name? I don't know.
What's that?
I don't know what the fighting Irish. I think he has a name.
Oh no, I'm just making jokes because he talked about how he's dyslexic earlier.
Gotcha. Wow.
Oh, the Gipper. It's a little heavy-handed
Why
here.
are you reading this out loud?
They did a lot in this movie. Yeah, the guy's like, I know what it says. I fucking work here, dude. Yes, I know. I immediately regret not letting you work for free.
Could have, but he didn't.
Yeah, exactly. Do some fucking work. Nope. Boy, that's
He
inspirational.
has multiple personality disorder. And scene.
That's great.
So I love how this guy. I don't know if you've watched any of Black Jesus on Adult Swim. It's
No,
actually
I
pretty
haven't.
funny. It's pretty funny. But the guy from Friday, the old guy from Friday, plays a homeless guy, and he's
All
awful.
right.
He's just a fucking scumbag, really. But they try to make him a likable character. It's really interesting, but. He's basically the homeless bum in that show. It's like, oh, he's fairly likable. It's like, you're breaking into fucking places and sleeping there.
She's very attractive, but she looks pretty normal.
Yeah, there was that other girl that you were talking to with the cards. She was more attractive, I thought, slightly.
She's out of our league, bro.
I would love a movie to just do that, but with like a really disgusting person. So the
Well,
whole
they do that a
movie,
lot with normal-looking people,
yeah,
and you're like, well, she's good-looking. Like, she's good-looking, but you're like, she's not. She's like a person. It's not like ridiculous.
yeah. It would just be funny if there was like some really unattractive person. The whole construct of the movie was built. It's like, oh man, she's so hot. It's like,
There are a few movies like that.
yeah. I've seen the joke a lot where it's like, oh, this woman's ugly, and the joke is she actually isn't ugly, but they just like, like dress her bad.
Yeah, that's called the "She's All That" syndrome right there.
God, that movie. We should maybe watch that on Mockflix, but I ruined it and watched it by myself. Watched
That
it with
movie's
Ellie.
really bad.
Hacky sack scene.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Okay, I'll see you there when I get into college.
All right, I think I just signed up for the Kent State shooting. I don't know, but you're in.
God damn it. Terrible.
Fucking activists, hippies.
She's a purty one.
I gotta pee real quick.
Yeah. Look at that follow shot. Impressive. It's actually a pretty good shot. I bet that single shot probably took them like 4 to 6 hours or something. Probably more. Oh no, it took way more. It's still going. Damn, look at this shot. We're never cutting, guys. Never gonna follow back. Still going. Yeah, that took all day. For
These
sure.
helmets are so
Sure.
shiny.
You just missed it, man.
I love how they listen to Irish music. Get the fuck out of here.
Said you just missed it. You missed a
But,
badass follow shot. That whole time you were gone was one follow shot.
oh.
I completely forgot about it. Oh, good one, man. Boy, you're funny, man. Not as much of a pleasure as it is underage drinking, though. Oh, so you're an idiot who lied about being Notre Dame. You are a true idiot, sir. Rudy don't need rules.
Yeah, he breaks into places. You know, watching this, it really doesn't surprise me that he had an SEC violation.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Are pep rallies the fucking dumbest things ever? Are
Yeah,
they the dumbest fucking things?
I don't think any pep rally has ever helped a team in any way.
Pep rallies are so fucking stupid. I don't understand. They're like always hours and hours before the game. Sometimes
Waste
like a
of
day
time.
before.
Yeah. That's true. How else are you gonna get pep?
we need to rally all the pep. We need it all.
If pep rallies didn't exist, would T-shirt cannons exist?
This is a profound
They might
question.
because of NASCAR. NASCAR,
Yeah.
they would exist. Yeah.
They basically have NASCAR pep rallies. It's called polling. Ugh.
That's true.
Polling's terrible.
People show up to it. They think it's great.
It always
love
sells
it.
out.
But then again, the draft is one of the largest TV nights also for every sport, basically. And the draft is boring as hell.
Yeah, the NFL draft, I think, was watched by like 20 million people this year.
Yeah, it's huge. And it is nothing. It's so boring.
I watched it for a couple of hours.
Ah, see, you contributed
Yeah.
to that.
Well,
That was
actually,
you.
sadly, I don't because I don't have a Nielsen box. But yes, I sort
You
of did.
still contributed. I don't care if you if you got logged or not. If you watched it, you contributed to me.
But if the draft wasn't covered that way, what would Mel Kiper Jr. do?
I
That's an important thing. I thought there's only 2 sprinklers. What do they do? Like move it around?
How many days a week does he break into the stadium and just hang out? It's supposed to make him look endearing, but it just makes him look like the biggest loser on earth. Like,
Scumbag.
what else? Don't you have anything to do? Last time I broke in here, I got a radio. Let's see what they got.
He just puts on a helmet and is like, woo!
He puts on Taking Care of Business,
Yeah.
starts dancing. Wow. Now I can get in through a door. Oh, now I'm too tired to work. I guess I'll go home. I see you're the biggest idiot on earth.
Have you had a lot of concussions, kid?
I think I'm gonna have to give you a demotion. You're down. You're below groundskeeper's assistant now. Shut up, kid. Are you? Oh my God, he's the densest person on earth. Like I don't get it. Are all B's in an A? Is that bad?
It doesn't get you into Notre Dame, probably.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Maybe back then it did, though. Who knows?
I can't imagine the admissions would be quite as difficult back then.
You know, at
as they are
Harvard,
now.
90% of the students get A's.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
Yeah, just a little. Just a little.
It basically proves that they're just buying the fucking degree.
That girl right there was prettier than the girl that they were sitting there staring at. You know?
Oh, man. He got in. Fucking Kobe Bryant, so great.
You did it!
That would be amazing. That'd be so great.
I got burned by a blast furnace. Been in the hospital. I like how he doesn't try to inspire the kid. He just goes, "Oh yeah, huh? All right." That's slightly better than terrible, disappointing son. This movie is like I know a lot of movies do this, but like he's trying so hard to impress his dad, and his dad is the biggest fucking asshole on earth.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Well, this is a awkward situation.
Hungry?
Got some chips.
Okay, can I have some?
It's great. Because there's more chips for me now.
I'll
I
follow you because it looks like you got some more stuff in the bag there.
I used to not get any chips, maybe, but now I get all the chips, if you know what I'm saying.
I love how mad she is, or how mad he is at her, but it's like,
Yeah, fuck him.
You realize you're the one who left, just saying there? That's it. I'm going to Notre Dame. We go break in a warehouse or something. Now I'm studying twice as hard, falling 3 times as hard. Man, someday I'm going to be a booster. I'll be right
Wait,
back.
did you say
Use the bathroom.
scumbag? I'm sorry. Boosters
Use
are
the
the.
bathroom.
Oh my god, boosters are horrible. I think boosters back then, though, were a different thing than they are now. They're not the same as they once were. He didn't get in. Is his name Fortune? Yeah, good point. All right, here we go. Pick up your mess, kid. You're a fucking groundskeeper. You leave your stuff like shit. He got a higher than a B minus average, actually. He got like a, well, probably it's like a slightly higher than a B average.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good, yeah. Especially back then. I think they curved grades way more back then.
Mm-hmm.
They were big on bell curve back in the 60s and 70s. Now,
Yeah, that's true.
like seriously, now if you don't get like a 3.0, it's kind of crazy because they slant the grade so hard.
Yeah, it kind of looks worse for you than not getting a degree if you have like a less than 3 average.
Yeah. I love meeting people that like didn't have to work through college and stuff, and it's like they they were taking like 12 credits a semester and they still didn't pass. It's like, what were you doing? What were you doing with your time?
Drinking only, that's what they were doing.
Yeah, I will tell you, it's not because they weren't smart enough. It was for other reasons. It was always for other reasons.
Yep. Let me tell you something. Praying doesn't do nothing.
Got a little scratch, got a little Skrilla. I'm sorry.
I've broken into at least 40 places. Let me tell you, you got bad form, kid.
Thanks Thanks,
I'll leave you a
Wilson.
key to the church, too.
You can pray anytime you want. Yeah, he just wears that jacket always.
Yeah, he wore it to his indictment, too. It's time for the pivotal third letter opening.
Fourth.
Or is this... This is the fourth?
Fourth.
Fourth letter opening. God damn it, I can't read this!
Freshman? What the fuck?
Yeah, he has like 50 credits!
We will gladly take your money. You're welcome.
I'm gonna be a freshman. Awesome!
I'm gonna swim over there.
I gotta go tell my family I'm better than them.
No, you can't do this. No, they would not. Every OSHA rule is being violated right now.
Blast furnace goes off and his dad dies. I can't read, son. You have to... I love that reaction.
Yeah.
All right, Rudy, way to go. Which is so true. They'd be like, oh, good one. Damn, now I feel a little stupid all those times I called you a moron and said your dreams were idiotic and you'd never be good. I'll come back when I'm a booster. Later. Man, he's gonna love working here at the plant after he graduates.
He's gonna be my boss. Yep, he's gonna work on Lakeshore Drive. Or Live, sorry, whatever.
So true.
See that guy, how he's doing cherry pickers? That guy's our guy! That was the weirdest tryouts.
At the time.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that anymore, because that's insane.
Yeah.
Actually, what am I saying? Actually, Alabama does that because they're fucking assholes. They actually give people, like, pending scholarships. So, like, they, like, super overbook their team, and then the people that don't make the team just have to enroll in Alabama, which is a super expensive school, and fucking just eat it.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's majorly fucked up. Yeah.
And we're gonna laugh as you suffer in pain and go to the hospital.
You may be called Pipsqueaks. Guy looks like a walking heart attack.
Yeah, totally.
Coleman Francis. Yeah, that plant probably would have closed fairly shortly after.
It'd be open for another 20, 30 years. Probably 20, not 20 years.
Sir, I think we got our training videos mixed up. This is for Bob Fosse.
And all of these 40-year-old men made it into the Notre Dame.
I'm feeling concussed.
Come on, coach wants blood.
Yeah, lead with that helmet. Shorten your career.
Spear him! Spear him! Almost did it.
Got a double pancake.
All right, we'll see.
He would not be playing a lineman. I don't even know what's happening.
No. But he's not playing a lineman. He just said, who's going to do this right? And he went in because
Yeah.
he's got the inspirational motivation. He's Rudy, man. That's the coach. Relax for a few minutes. Man, this guy really tries hard. Gentlemen, football is not a meritocracy. What is with all these guys that are like really old? They're everywhere. Yes, idiot.
You're off the team. And his grades suffered.
But he got laid constantly.
Yeah. And then he learned the true meaning of college.
Of being a booster.
Yeah. Do you think Rudy in real life now is just a piece of shit Notre Dame booster? There's some of the worst boosters, too. Like, he's just like, this team sucks. They never win anything. It's like, you were a fucking, like, ninth string fucking player.
Based on his indictment for SEC violations, I would say he probably is a piece of shit booster for something. This means you're not working for free no more. You just get off my field.
Yeah.
Rudy will not be dressing in this movie for a game. Just want to let you know that.
What are they
College
even
sport,
practicing?
college sports anthems are the fucking worst, man.
Yeah. You can seriously like hear the fire hoses being sprayed at minorities with each verse. They're the most like
Wow.
homogenous Aryan bullshit.
Yeah,
Like,
it's so true.
uh, get CTE brain damage from getting knocked in the head.
Close the montage now! And he was killed instantly.
Just got my bell wrong. I'm good.
I'm only concussed 3 times this practice, so it'll be alright. Damn!
So now he's gonna kill him.
It's Rudy Rudiger, everyone's favorite tackling dummy! Injure him horribly! Injure Rudy on
There
2!
you go.
Bitch.
Yeah, I'd be pissed too. I feel like I got in trouble because I was being nice.
Get out of here, Poindexter. Wow, that guy's terrible.
Yeah, I'll just...
I went to the biggest Juilliard there is.
Is that Vince Vaughn?
Absolutely.
Huh.
Didn't know he was in this.
No. I wonder
That
if
had
this
to
is
be-
where
that
him
had
and
to
John
be him.
Favreau... Yeah, I wonder if this is where they met.
You know, that could be, actually.
Yeah.
That shot is great. Just him holding his knee. Everyone is getting hurt. Injuries all around. Rudy's hurting on the ground.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he did something. What?
Yeah, you're not supposed to hit the quarterback.
Yeah.
You're actually not. You're supposed to just like push him or like grab him, you know?
You're supposed to caress him gently to the ground. Basically, you're supposed to lull him into a sleep. Go crash a wedding, you piece of shit.
You know what's a really bad Favreau Vince Vaughn jam is Couples Retreat.
Whew, that was bad.
That's a real bad movie.
Oh yeah. Uh, Free blowjobs mainly. Cause I had to foreshadow, right? Now I'm gonna get out of here because I finished doing that. Wow, hard life.
Yeah. Gives
Is
a
that
shit.
not? Is that not a good reason? Listen, man, if I don't play football, I'm gonna have to take out a loan for $400. Okay?
Yeah. It's expensive. Oh, I love that. Adam and Eve. I love it. Oh, it's so good. Religious themed restrooms. I love it. Fantastic.
This is completely ridiculous that his family wouldn't believe that he's on the team.
Yeah.
If his dad loved Notre Dame that much, his whole family, they would just show up one time and be like, oh yeah, he's on the team. Like, it would not be hard at all.
Shuffleboard's pretty fun.
Yeah, except they were not playing shuffleboard
No,
because
they're
they
throwing way
were
too
throwing the
hard.
puck. Literally throwing the puck down the thing. Shuffleboard requires a finesse. There's a lot of finesse to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
It doesn't work with finesse.
Okay. Yep. Uh-huh. That's a trailer line there. Wow, he sounds like a terrible fucking father.
Yeah. The guy at the grocery store, the bank teller. I've talked to a lot of people about this. I really have stretched myself thin. You don't understand. Everyone thinks I'm going to play in Notre Dame.
Now take this novelty button and get on out of here, you little scamp. Oh, that's who he was talking to. Oh, okay. Got it. Hey, Favreau, shut up. I only realized my dream. Now I've got nothing to look forward to. Well, now you're fucked. No, he's not.
No, he doesn't care.
No, not at all.
It's like,
And
oh, one
also,
of my top priorities.
even if he did tell him, that guy would be like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, we did it off
Yay!
camera anyway. Don't worry about it. Dennis, watch your fucking mouth. We should go. I don't like your friends.
Do they not talk
What
to
is she
each other?
looking at? That shot was fucking fantastic. Oh my god. We should have a rewind. Don't want to watch that again. They're like hugging, and she just did not know where to look. She was looking off camera like at a wall. That's where a wall was. Terrible.
Yeah, so the end of this movie is extremely montage heavy.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, honestly, it kind of has to be, unless
Yeah.
the movie went like 2.5 hours long, and then it would be a terrible movie. Because this movie, I mean, this movie's pretty much the right length for this movie. It would not, I
Yeah.
mean, if it went any longer, it would be pretty torturous to watch it. But they keep the clip up pretty high for most of the movie. But yeah, then you're right. Here at the end, it's basically like, hey, things happen, more things happen. They get John Favreau's character out in like 1 2 minute scene. You know, they're like, oh, I'm going to Miami. Okay, bye. Wow, he was a booster. Crazy. Wouldn't it be great in the middle of this montage if someone exploded out of a boiler?
Yeah.
It's just in the montage. Do 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 do.
Meanwhile,
Guys, boilers exploding in
yeah.
time with the music. Oh, we haven't heard this song yet.
Just the dad eating spaghetti on his like.
Guy riding a horse backwards.
Oh, I could almost have made a paternal joke there because that was Penn State.
Yeah. I'm a duck. You got a lot of heart.
Sweet, sweet jacket. Someday I need to wash this jacket. It's really starting to smell bad.
Boy, I hope I get to dress.
Glycerin.
Yeah. That was some fake ass crying there. That's it. This time I'm definitely gonna football. Uh, mm, I want a sandwich.
Thank you.
Look, I'm in love with you, all right? Uh huh. Here he comes again. Here he comes. He's troping his way over here. Hey, I heard you had quit now. Oh, it's time for my motivational speech, I see. Let's have a 3 to 4 minute interaction in which I convince you that you should continue to be on the team.
Yeah, Rock.
Assuming you graduate without John Favreau's help.
Seems like he has had trouble once he went to Notre Dame, though.
Yeah, like the school was easier or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh well, now that I'm in here.
This is for rich kids. It's fucking simple.
Actually, yeah, probably. It's like, oh man, these guys are dumb. This guy is so damn generic. I forgot how like little they tried with him. Man, that was motivational.
Thanks, Rock.
I feel like inspired or something. I'm gonna go to practice after I go get a hoagie.
You gotta get some carbs, man. Just
We got a load. Also, did it imply that in this whole time, after talking to that one coach, and then this new coach came on, he didn't talk to the new coach one time about dressing? Because we never saw him even approach him about it. Wow, I can't believe he quit for 5 minutes and then came back.
slow clap, motherfucker.
Yeah, slow clap, guys. Uh, uh,
Oh, football! Yeah, football! Yeah.
slow clap has to be the most non realistic trope that there is.
Yeah.
No, that's never happened. Never ever fucking happened.
And when it does happen, it's not a slow clap. It's like, yeah,
No,
that motherfucker shut up, yeah.
someone starts clapping and there's 50 other people who want to clap but they're not sure if they should or not, and then when someone does it they start. It's not like one guy goes and everyone else goes,
And then they sit there like,
yeah, I didn't think about clapping. I should join in now.
Whoa.
Well, Coach, why don't you go fuck yourself? I brought my jersey just in case.
Is this because of Rudy too? No, no, no. I just I I want to go out drinking on Friday. So it's pretty kicking ass frat kegger going on. It's gonna be good. They're splurging, man. They're gonna get old Milwaukee. I'm pretty pumped.
Coach, I don't want to look like a suck up. It's kind of weird timing, but I actually just brought you some candy. So, anyway, see you
I
later.
know I'm third string quarterback, but the other two quarterbacks just put their jerseys down, so that makes me like first string, right? So I'm your top dog now.
He goes, I'm going to hold on to mine.
The whole third string team plays just get their asses kicked.
Wouldn't it be great, though, if, like, the end of the movie, there's another guy, and that was the one game they dressed him for, and he lost it because he put in Rudy instead? Like, the guy's like, man, his name is Broody, and he's like the same dude. But now his dream got crushed, and then he blew up in a boiler at the end.
Pep rally.
Yep, here comes another one. You know, pep rallies aren't nearly as common now as they were back then, though.
No, they still do them, man. We just never went to a school that had them. I mean, I had them at Waverly. We
They had them at Spencer.
Yeah.
No one cared, really.
Yeah, no one gave a shit
Actually,
at my school,
I guess
man.
people did care, but it was caring in the way you go, oh, I'm not in class, this rules.
Yeah.
But there would be like a small certain group that would be excited and everyone else didn't care at all, you know?
It would be the athletes and the athletes' boyfriends and or girlfriends.
Yeah. John Favreau would be like, I am fucking freezing.
Yeah.
Right?
Did in Miami.
Yeah. Thanks, nondescript character I've never actually talked to before.
Thanks, Steven Soderbergh.
I love when movies do that. They need a person to, like, describe some feeling of the general population around them. So they pick some guy to tell the character something, but it's like, I've never seen you before. Why are you talking to me?
I like Coleman Francis' joke that it's 1 verse 60 football. Like he's the only person that dresses.
Yeah.
They'll quit.
Wow. You really are a booster. Well, after 2 years of him constantly telling me he was on the football team, I finally believe he's on the football team. I'm a great dad.
Oh, screw marriage.
I just love how pathetic these people are. It's like, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, this football field.
Football! Hey, I'm actually an atheist.
We love Craig T. Nelson. He was the greatest coach of all time. Amen.
And pray to Lord Newt Rockney. Remember, there isn't BCS yet, so it's just polling, and we have a distinct advantage because we're Notre Dame, and people know us, so who gives a shit?
That is a pretty bad motivational speech. It's not that it's not it's not inspirational in any way, but it's just lame and
Hmm.
half-hearted. For the last game of the year, that was pathetic. He didn't even try.
They must have already been out of contention, I would imagine.
Probably. Actually, I'm pretty sure they were.
Yeah.
I like the actual reality. I think they were out of contention, so they just didn't care that much. That's the only reason he got to play, because otherwise they would have never played him. Would
Right,
never
right.
happen. They would have put in their jerseys, and he would have went, okay, well, there's no football, and then all the players would have went, oh, well, okay, okay, fine. Well, guess we can't do nothing. Don't even look at him. Fuck sportsmanship.
That was a trailer line.
Mm-hmm. Told you, there's a lot of them. That was the last trailer line, though, I think. Actually, maybe his dad makes one. Of course, the real trailer line that everyone remembers is the black guy going, "You're 5 foot nothing, 100 nothing,
Yeah,
blah 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 blue blah blue blue." You know, like that part.
yeah,
Everyone remembers that shit. Wow, it looks the same as it looked the last 400 times I've ran through that thing. Except now there's people in it.
No, I don't.
Nope, not at all. Oh, now I do because they're focusing on him. That girl's like, I don't know him. I met him one time. Unless you enter the National Football League, and then it's probably low on the list. That was unnecessary shot.
Yeah.
How many fucking times in this movie have they played this song?
They play it a lot. I'm pretty sure this song was
I
used in other movies too.
Oh, lots. It's been used in a lot of movies.
Yeah.
This is an inspirational sports movie song
Yeah.
made for sports. They also use this movie in the NFL promo stuff too, so
Yeah.
that doesn't help. The bird really wants my beer. It's like he's a real Rudiger. Are you a Rudiger, buddy? That's not like that.
No.
Well, that's a fast-moving game here.
Yeah. By the way, football was a lot more low scoring back then.
Yeah. Well, like you were saying earlier in the movie, it's true. They've screwed defenses so bad because it's more fun to watch people score. So now
Yeah,
football's
totally.
way higher scoring, which I think is way less entertaining actually.
I
Because
I think I was talking about this with Alex this morning actually because he stayed here and I said 2 years ago they ruined it. The balance they went too far. Yeah, I think it's
yeah, they
boring to
protect
watch like the
they protect the
Broncos.
quarterback too much. That's why.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's not big plays. It's all like 10-yard passes, like just a bunch of
Yeah,
them, and like speed formation. It's not
it's
that
because big
great.
plays are too risky.
Yeah,
That's why. There's way less risk when you do a short pass, and now there's so much protection on the quarterback that you can just pass and pass forever. It doesn't matter.
yeah. And you got fucking quarterbacks throwing 60 times a game.
Yeah. Give him a chance, coach. So this doesn't matter, though, right? Because he already dressed for a game, which means he's in the...
Yeah, but they want him to be in a play.
Yeah, no, I know they do. But I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter, though, like, at all.
I love how the audience like, Rudy.
I don't know, Rudy. Moody. Oh, he's saying, wait, what?
What are we chanting?
Trudy. Who's Trudy? I don't know, but wow, that guy's like a giraffe. Look at that guy. He's like the tallest, skinniest dude ever. Those characters are so cold that they don't even act like they know him anymore. They're like, what? Rudy, yeah, Rudy.
I think this did happen in the actual game too. So there's a bunch of people like, why the fuck are we yelling Rudy?
This sounds stupid, but it actually did happen. Everyone knew him. He was like a local legend because he was known for being shitty at the game, but he managed to stay on the team just by pushing so hard. It is true. I mean, a lot of this story is correct. It's just way more dramatic than what actually happened.
Yeah. He's not yelling though. He's too good for that shit.
Coach is like, ugh, why do I have all these idiots on my team?
Better not have to go through this at the bowl game.
Dude, if that dad had the stands cheering his son's name, and all he cares about on earth is Notre Dame, that guy would have a heart attack and die. He would just die right there. He would have killed his dad. His heart would explode like a boiler.
And that was the longest play in Notre Dame history at the time. 30. It probably still is.
And now that the game is a lockout, Rudy can play.
Yeah. They're saying boobies. Boobies.
And I must say, I agree.
Which red-blooded Catholic man doesn't like some boobies? I love how instantly it happens. It's like, wait, what? No, it just happened. Okay.
Look at that kid, loves his football. He is going to run so much. Look at him running.
And they would just take a knee.
Stay there.
Wait, he was on the line?
Good job, short stack.
Yeah, he was playing defensive end. That is hilarious. He would just get pancaked.
Yep, he'd get destroyed. Aha!
I'm gonna cry.
I'm the best! Well, really, I'm probably the worst, but I am inspirational now. Yay!
Yay! Why didn't they take a knee? Who knows? They didn't do that back then, I guess.
Nope.
Because that was quitting.
Take that, SEC.
I don't think they take the knee enough. Like if they're down like 14 points with 20 seconds left, they'll still fucking throw the ball and shit. It's like, get out of here. No way you can win.
What?
That was a callback.
Yeah, no kidding. No one remembered that line because it wasn't memorable. And still went back to it.
You have to show everyone getting their comeuppance, I guess. So stupid.
Finally, I love my son! All it took was for him to completely say he was going to do something really hard and then finally doing it, and not just being my son.
And not actually getting it for skill, but by getting it by guilting people.
Yep. By 75, no other player has been carried off the field. I don't know if that's true now.
I think it still is, actually, but yeah.
They probably just don't want to break the record, so they'll never do it again. He graduated in 76.
5 of Rudy's younger brothers. 5 of his 20 brothers.
5 of his baby boomer brother assholes. Well, I guess not. That was a little too late for that, I guess. They all now work at the plant. The end.
D-Bob.
So, what do you think? What do you think of Rudy?
Let me just point this out real quick. So, if you like this movie, you can watch The Karate Kid Part 2 or Part 3, not Part 1.
That's probably not on Netflix.
Or Knockout, starring Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
Yeah. So all those are recommended if you wish to watch those. I think that movie is a 6 through and through.
I agree.
It's like it's the ultimate 6 that has ever sixed. It's like, this is pretty good, but it's like it's really fucking hokey. And
it's very watchable. It's not. There's nothing particularly bad in it, but there's like we said a million times, it is the tropiest movie. Like all these tropes. But the reason that I like that movie, and I think what I said to you earlier, is that at the time a lot of these things weren't necessarily tropes. They were like starting to get into these inspirational movies. So a lot of those things exist because this movie made them popular. So you can't really say that the movie was like, it didn't do anything new, because at the time that was a kind of new. Now if they made a movie like this now, it would be dog shit. Like, you could never make a movie like that again.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to make a movie like Radio.
Oh god, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That movie sucks. Rudy, no one liked that.
I think Kobe Bryant scores the best. Rudy out of Tootie.
It's a Rudy out of Tootie, I agree.
Okay, so to finish off the show, we are going to go through some suggestions we got for Horror Movie Month. Now, on the 26th, well, first off, I should announce that Ellie's going to try to join us for some of these episodes, because she is a huge horror movie fan. Kevin, I would say, likes a few horror movies, and I like one.
The Shining.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I've never seen any other good ones, ever.
Well, you didn't like Blair Witch?
Blair Witch is okay. Blair Witch is okay, and actually that's on the list.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was on Netflix.
Yeah, so these are the ones. So Ellie helped me pick some of these, and I really had to rein her ass in. And by the way, I got a couple good suggestions, but a lot of them were garbage horror movies like Poultrygeist or whatever.
I can see you hiding behind the door back there.
Oh, that's creepy. Yeah, that's really creepy.
I can see you.
That's way scarier than any horror movie ever made. So
that was like great. Okay, let's figure this out.
So Kevin won't be here on the 26th, but we're still gonna record. So we're gonna have 3 episodes, right? Is that right? 3. I think it's gonna work.
Yeah, we're gonna be tied up for one weekend.
No, we got the 5th, the 12th, the 19th, and the 26th. So I'm available all those days. You just won't be here for the last one. And the next weekend we will be off. November 2nd we'll be off because we'll be in Vegas. But that's not in October anyway, so who gives a shit? So
yeah.
Yes, what's up?
Remember that we're going to be in Prescott one weekend in October too.
Oh yeah, so we will be gone the 19th, actually. So there will be three. So
Well,
there
there
you
you
go.
go.
Unless you want to do one, Kevin, with somebody, you could do one, but we'll figure that
Maybe.
out.
I don't mind doing it. I just don't know if I'll be able to find some. If it was just me by myself, I think it would be really boring.
Yeah,
So
that's hard to do. I did that once and it didn't work. So the 5th, we're going to do the haunting. And then, so we got the 12th. The 19th we'll just kind of leave open. And the 26th is kind of my choice. Now, here are the list of movies we got. And I did get a couple suggestions, but they were on this list. So
okay.
I got a recommendation for VHS 2. But we're gonna do the original if we decide to do that. I think that movie looks like fucking garbage. But
It's I've seen some of the vignettes from it.
uh,
It's it has a few that I would
Sundance
consider.
official selection.
I would consider a few of them to be decent, and then the rest to be completely unwatchable. Basically, from what I've heard, I've seen one. I've seen one or two of them that were kind of interesting, because that movie's all vignettes. You know, it's like little short horror films, basically.
I thought VHS was on Netflix. We saw it the other day on here.
I don't know if the first one is. I knew the second one was, but
Oh, so well that one's out then. Fuck it. We got other ones here. We got Blair Witch, which I think we may do on the 26th, unless you really want to do Blair Witch.
I don't care.
Okay, so we got Scream, which I think is a very
it's been
good
a long
one.
time since I saw
Yeah, I
Scream.
haven't seen Scream.
That
in
could
a
be a
long
funny
time.
one.
This one I kind of want to watch. The Awakening, which was a fairly big one. That is like I think that's like the prototype of the fucking shit I want to watch. These movies that make a bunch of money that I could not give any shit about.
I did not hear or see. I did not see or hear about that movie. So I mean, let's do it. I don't see why not.
Okay, so we'll do The Awakening on the 12th. So The Haunting, The Awakening, all sorts of movies.
You just call it The Haunting. That's
The
great.
Haunting.
I am doing The fucking Haunting for sure. That's next week, right?
Yeah, that's next week.
Okay, great.
God damn it. There's here's the thing though. For me, it's either The Awakening or The Possession.
I don't know what either one is.
So both of them are just these movies. So chat, you can judge on that.
Is the Possession just some kind of turd attempt at making The Exorcist or something?
Probably. It's based on a true story, I think.
Oh wow! Based on the covers, I'm gonna say The Awakening is probably a better movie.
Okay, so we'll
That's based solely on the cover.
Okay, so here are the other ones I had on my list. Twixt, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. I hear that movie is garbage, and I have not seen
Yeah, it's supposed to be really bad. Yeah.
I put on Ju-on The Grudge because you liked that one, and I have not seen it.
The Asian Grudge.
Yeah.
I don't know about like it. It is. I mean, it's wacky. It's crazy. But the thing about The Grudge is that it's that Japanese horror genre. Like they're all kind of the same. They're scarier than I think American horror a lot of the time because they're good at creeping people out. But they're all kind of the same, really. So.
And then we have House at the End of the Street with Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, that sounds bad.
Yeah.
Great
So
reaction.
I think we're gonna stick with The Haunting on the 5th, The Awakening on the 12th. The 19th I'm gonna leave up to you if you want to do that. So I'll be.
I'll see if I can get someone to join me. If not, then we'll do a pass. But I'll announce whether someone's going to be able to do it with me the week before. So we'll know by that week.
And then the 26th will be Blair Witch, which I'm excited to jump in on. Part of me really wants to watch Twixt, man. Fucking Haunting is really filling up a spot with some.
I mean, we could always do it. We don't have to do it during October. We can just do it at a later time.
This is way more horror movie than I'm wanting to deal with already, so I'm good. I'm also thinking of maybe doing Nymphomaniac Part 1 and 2 in November. But we'll see on that.
Those movies are long though. That might be a little.
Yeah, they're both like 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. You know, maybe we can try the first one, see how it turns out, and then
Yeah.
decide.
Well, we'll see on that. So, yeah, we have the 5th, The Haunting, the 12th, The Awakening, the 19th, TBA, 26th, Blair Witch, and that's it.
All right, I will update Hitbox with those, and yeah, should be fun.
All right, and I'll update Squarespace, our website for mockflix.com, which you can see our movie list there. You can always contact us at mockflix@gmail.com. Again, thank you for the suggestions, but a lot of them were bad, purposely bad movies like Sharkzilla or whatever fucking shit. And that I told you guys those are not the movies we were going to watch, so we were going to skip those. But always send us in movie suggestions, and now send us in non-horror movie suggestions because we're going to need some for November, and then for December we're going to be having Christmas month.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
I wouldn't mind not. I'm not gonna. We shouldn't do a month of it, but I wouldn't mind doing one Thanksgiving movie. We should do a Thanksgiving movie.
So Poultrygeist.
Poultrygeist, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so we watched
That's a joke. Nope.
Yeah, so Croczilla. That was it. Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah, sure. Whatever.
So that was the one that was recommended to me. Yeah. So we will leave now, and thank you for watching Rudy with us. And next week we'll get spooky here with Horror Month.
I'm scared already.
Yeah. As always, I'm Michael Nearstead, joined with Kevin here, and we will see you again next week on Mockflix.
Thank you for watching.